I've been jumped off the porch in the streets. I just jumped off the porch on the internet. I don't hate, no time to do it when you getting rats. Rapper weed by the P, bring it back, we got plenty set. I could spend it all right now, hit the box and make every penny back. AirBorn ThaFuture, but I'm past you. I know I'm about to make it. I can feel the hating from my last boo. I know they thinking she look good and got mad goo. Face balled up, mad rich, but I'm mad rude. I can hit his BMN old lady, make him a mad dude. I'm such a bastard. I jumped off the porch the dirty glove way for real. And I mean, you know how we come. Portsmouth.
I keep titles to my foreigns and my bitch's name. I'll give her everything, I'll never buy that bitch a ring. Take you out the pop.
Alright, today we got AirBorn ThaFuture jumping off the porch with us today.
What's up, man? Glad to be here. How y'all doing? You know, Portsmouth. Female version of a king to my city on the queen.
Okay, okay. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm just chilling for real. All the lights in my face, but I'm great.
You popping it for sure though.
I try to pop it the biggest, you know.
You know.
It's just crazy, and I want to let them know about the custom designs right now. Louis V Customs, you know, and it's made by Jalen.
All right, for sure.
You know.
So tell us what you're out here working on in Atlanta.
Right now, I'm out here working on my tape or whatever. I'm working on a tape called A Queen of Kings. Trying to just get that together, see if I can get a feature while I'm out here. You know, hop and stew. Always business whenever I'm in the A for real.
For sure. How would you compare Atlanta to back home?
Atlanta and back home, it's crazier because it's like Atlanta faster, it's busier, there's more going on here. Back at home, it's like they really on go. I can't even well though. Back at home, the music scene the same for real. It's just that we ain't getting the kind of eyes Atlanta getting. They ain't traveling through our city. They scared of Portsmouth for real. It'd be crazy, like.
So for those who wouldn't know, how would you describe life back at home in Portsmouth, Virginia?
Life back at home in Portsmouth, I mean, it's lit. I ain't gonna, well, it ain't a place that you probably gonna like, you ain't gonna just think to come through there if you ever seen Virginia. You like, what is Portsmouth? But it's like, Portsmouth really what's popping, like out of the 757, and it ain't just cause I'm from there, it's like we really the ones setting the trends around there. Like my city is really the one that put on for everybody, and that's just how it go.
That is how I go.
No bull.
So how would you describe your childhood coming up out there in Portsmouth, Virginia?
My childhood in Portsmouth, it was good coming up. It was crazy for real because my city really reckless. Like Portsmouth is like literally known for what it's known for. They call it Pistol City. It's really known for that. Like everybody on go. So growing up was crazy. My mama was locked up. She done had her time. It was a lot growing up, man. But you know, we came out.
Got to, man. So tell us when you jumped off the porch.
So I jumped off the porch when I was like 14 for real. Like I said, my mama had got locked up for like 2-3 years, so I'm really wild. And my older sister raising me, so it's like I'm really jumping off the porch in the streets, like shooting dice. I mean, we really out here. Like I've been jumped off the porch. This just happened on the internet for real. For
sure. So what would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
The biggest life lesson I learned growing up is for real, realizing who you are around and the company you keep. I feel like that was probably the biggest lesson in Portsmouth itself. It's a lesson for real. I'm still learning right now because it's like, I ain't even never been taught who to be around or who not to be around. You know, you heard people say, don't be around this dude or don't do this with this person. But in life, the lesson that they don't tell you like what being around them people, the consequences could lead to. Like, it's like, I feel like my biggest lessons and my biggest downfalls have always been the company you keep. Really, it's just like, I had to learn to get away from maneuver, how I'm maneuvering right now. Like, if I was to tell everybody back home, I'm on the porch right now, if I would have told them, the porch would have been lit. Like, it would have been Portsmouth. You'd have seen why I call myself the queen. But it's like, I just started moving with the people I was moving with, living how I was living, and it's just me now, you know. I'm really popping it the hardest by myself.
For sure. So talk to us about the biggest obstacle you overcame so far in life.
The biggest obstacles I done overcame so far, I think it's probably like getting out of the slum of, when I was 16, I was supposed to have been signed. No cap. I was on 106 in Park. That was my biggest obstacle. My daddy did not sign a rap deal. That's my biggest obstacle in life. But he ain't signed it not out of him not wanting to sign it, I kind of understand it more that I'm older now, but that had to be my biggest downfall, obstacle, worst point in life ever, because I was really like toe off with this music. Like I was like, I ain't doing this no more, forget music. I can't believe he wouldn't sign a deal. But at 16, he looking at it like, you a 16-year-old kid, you need to be in school, not trying to be in the streets, not trying to be a rapper. Biggest life lesson ever, worst obstacle ever.
I feel that. So you were featured on 106 & Park's Freestyle Friday. What was that experience like?
That was crazy, I ain't gonna well. 106 & Park Freestyle Friday, I came down here to Atlanta. I stayed at the Milliot Hotel. That's where the audition was at. When I get in there, they like, don't cuss. I'm 16 years old, and I used to be a battle rapper, like really battle when I was younger. So when I'm about to get signed, they like, don't curse, don't say this or don't say that. It's for Freestyle Friday. When they tell me that, why the first thing I do off the rip, cuss in the audition? I'm like, oh, I fucked up. He like, you so sweet, we still gonna take you to the next level. Got emails and everything in my phone from a kid. Meet Pat Charles, Dougie Fresh. They like, let's go. My daddy like, no, no, she gotta graduate high school. I'm like, high school, my nigga? Is that what you gonna tell these people right now? I gotta graduate high school. You gotta go get the money? He like, you just thinking long, you ain't thinking long term. I looked right at him on graduation day and said, hey, what the hell high school gonna do for me now?
What his response was?
He laughed at me, but I had a scholarship. I ain't gonna well, I had a full ride scholarship to college, and I graduated with honors. I was like one of the top 30 graduates in my school. I was like, I'm real educated, you know, real intelligent. So I know how he was looking at it. Like, you an honor student, you about to get everything up to go chase a rap dream real quick, and you could get eliminated, this could happen, and your career over just that fast. But I'm looking at it like, let's pop off right now. And we not gonna fail, let's pop off right now.
So when would you say you started making music?
I started making music, this is no lie, when I was 4 years old. I got two sisters, it's three of us. I got two sisters, they both older than me. When I was 4 years old, we made our first song called Closer. And literally it used to be like, baby, can't you see what you doing to me? Yeah. You gotta get close. My sister is saying that. Like, no lie, I'm 4 years old. Yeah. And my favorite song at the time, I swear, if my mama was here right now, she'll tell you, when I was 4 years old, I wrote my first rap, and I told her for Christmas I wanted boots, pocketbook, and a baby 380. At 4 years old. If I call her right now, I'm like, Mom, what I wanted at 4 years old, she'll tell you, like, boots, pocketbook, and a baby 380 for Christmas.
Nah, for real. What motivated you to start making music?
I really started making music itself when I was probably about 14 years old, 15 years old. And that it made me start making music was for real, for real. We had like this talent show at the skating rink one year in my city. The skating rink had just opened up. And I was battle rapping there. Dude hit my pops up like, hey, put her, you know, I want her to come on to the show. I make a song, all the girls get to screaming. I'm 14 years old. I'm like, hey, Dad, the girls love this. I'm a rapper. Yeah. I'm making music.
Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
My favorite rapper of all times, I ain't even gonna count, I know nobody says this, is Kevin Gates. That's crazy to say. Kevin Gates is my favorite rapper, like, but my influence, I'll say Baby, like, Wayne, of course, coming up, you know how that was. But for real, my musical influences right now in music are all the local artists in my town, and 757, like, that's really what inspired me. Like, we really having a crazy sound right now, like, in total, like. So right now, my favorite artists are all 757 artists, for real. My inspiration, my motivation, all my city. Like, even down to the clothing that I wear, I could buy $1 million designer, $1,000 designer, whatever I wanted. I even wear my city designer. Like, everything about me is inspired by 757, no cap.
That's so hard. So when would you say you decided to take music serious full time?
I decided to take music serious full time, honestly, probably about 2 years ago. And it came with me wanting to drop singles. I had to really sit down though and realize that music wasn't just about looking good. It was more so about the business of it. Like, I gotta be able to sell myself. So I sat down for a whole year, learned the business. Now I'm like, I know how to make a mixtape. I know I gotta have my masters. So I say I just recently started taking it as serious as I should, because music always been like one of the things that I know I got. Like, I know I can make a hot song with the hottest artist you put me in front of. But it's like, now I know what the music can bring. So it's like, now I really take it serious these past 2 years.
That's hard. How would you describe your thoughts on the rap game?
The rap game right now is so crazy just because I feel like it ain't really what it's supposed to be. Like, the rap game more about an image than really rapping. Like, nobody really raps. Nobody really got bars. Nobody could sit down and you walk up to them and be like, all that money that you pop and put on the internet, let's put this against this. You go 16 bars with this rapper, we're gonna see who the hardest. Like, that's how it was coming up when it really was rap. Like, rap is not the rap game no more. This ain't even a rap game. This is really like a TV show that we watch for real. Like, it's really entertainment. It's not music anymore. It don't matter about the music. They selling images now. It ain't even a rap game no more. It's crazy now. I be looking at artists like, they like, why you don't do this or why you don't do that? Why you don't post this? I don't gotta post a picture. I live it for real in real life. Like, the rap game is fake. That's what they want you to believe they doing. Half on, not doing it. Half on, broke. These niggas is living on Instagram. Like, y'all got money on Instagram. When we see you, you ain't got no bread. When we see you, you can't do that. Y'all doing that for them hoes. Y'all ain't really, like, the rap game fucked up now.
I agree. What would you say is the biggest risk you took for your career that paid off?
The biggest risk that I done took in my career is, no lie, getting to the money, how I get to it, and then investing it for it to pay off, like, for opportunities like this, and that's just 100. Like, I done seen a lot of money. I ain't ever really invested. I done seen it the wrong ways, and I ain't invested the right way. So it's like the best things that I done did in life to get to money, I had to invest in music. That's the biggest risk I done took, because it's like, I'm gonna be seen now. They gonna know who I am now. They gonna look at me, they gonna know my name now. What if they go back and figure out, you know? It's just like, the biggest risk I take got to be when it comes to sacrificing everything. Like, every opportunity I got to get to it for real, I'll sacrifice my life, you know, to get to it for real.
No, I feel that. Let's talk more about your upcoming project, The Queen of Kings.
And my upcoming project, The Queen of Kings. Now, I had anticipated dropping it the exact same day that this dropped, like my video up here, because I'm like, all eyes gonna be on me at that time. They're gonna wanna know, they're gonna wanna see. But in reality, I made that off of emotions, off of how I felt at the time. Like, A Queen of Kings basically was based off of everything that ever went on in my life, every risk I done ever took, like you asked. It's just everything, like every emotion I done felt. I done been through some of the craziest times on the internet. Like, at one point, like, it was crazy. So it's like, they done watched me go up and go back down on the internet before. So I want them to know how it happened. Like, I'm a human just like everybody else. And then The Queen of Kings, I'm showing you, like, I'm the queen that should be chosen as the king of everything that go on around here right now. But I took the same risk that the king would take, and y'all label a man the best around here first, when really, I'm who running it. Like, I ain't gonna say just me, but females really who run it, like, period. Like, in this game, I ain't trying to be nothing that I'm not. Like, I'm me, and I'm gonna be the hottest that's gonna be out there. Like, so in the tape, you gonna hear that. Like, you gonna know everything you wanna know about me. If you ever had a question, you ever wondered about anything about my life, I'm talking about from relationships to motherfucking getting money to how my mama, how I came up, like, anything you wanna know, I'm gonna answer in my tape, and I'm gonna only give you 10 songs. That's what's gonna be crazy about it.
Oh, that's gonna be hard. Why do you feel people overlook the talent coming out of VA right now?
I honestly feel like our talent is overlooked coming out of Virginia right now because of the animosity that also comes with the talent, because of the violence, because of the whole surrounding area that comes with that talent. Like, people look at us as a risk for real in Virginia. Like, Virginia artists are like a risk. Some of us got charges. some of us always got to ride around with our gun. Half of us really living what we say, so we really don't go. Like, and now it's just like, if we sign you or if we come look at them, they dangerous. Like, we really a threat. That's why that's why Virginia being overlooked. We the biggest threat in their game right now. Like, you look at us, you looking at the future, for real, for real. Like, Virginia really got all kinds of sounds. Some of the hottest artists are coming out of Virginia right now, being overlooked. They hotter than your favorite artists, and I put that on God. Me being one, of course.
Talk to us about your grind as an independent artist.
Now, as an independent artist, I swear to God, I have invested every dollar into this myself. Like, even down to, I got people, I got OGs, I got people who getting money. Like, I could call plenty of people and be like, let me get some money for this, let me get some money to do that. For the music, they with that. But it's like, I don't feel like it mean nothing unless I do it. So it's like, I grind 10 times harder to make sure I'm gonna get it done with this music. Like, as an independent artist, it's really hard because the labels, they got this image of you that they want you to have. They don't realize where you're coming from. They don't realize the type of sacrifices you take. They want to see you have $1 million clothes on, $1 million shoes on every time you come out, $1 million jewelry. They ain't realizing as an independent artist, it's just you. On top of all of that, you still got bills and all of that. So it's kind of hard being an independent artist at times. But it's never hard to the point where I ain't gonna let them know I'ma pop it. You could never take it from me. Like, as an independent artist, I'm probably one of the hottest coming out of my city, no lie. You could put me against any independent artist. I bet every dollar I got 10,000 right now, nobody hotter. They ain't gonna see me either.
For sure. What would you say is the biggest challenge that comes along with being an independent artist?
The biggest challenge is probably being seen. Like, actually getting seen, because everybody doing it. Like, everybody can rap, everybody make a catchy song. What make you different? As an independent artist, it's more harder to be seen, like to knock that door down and be like, you know, this is me, come look at me, come sign me, I'm who you need in your label. Like, it's really, like, that's the biggest challenge, trying to make the labels pay attention for real.
That's real. So what would you ever consider signing to a major label situation?
I ain't gonna count, yeah, like, I would, but I know the business of it too, so I know that a label ain't gonna railroad me and backdoor me like how they'll do most dudes, like, or most people, period, most artists in general. Like, a lot of artists get signed with 360s, we looking at them like they're the hottest artists, when the major labels are actually signing them for deals that are ridiculous, like you can't pay off in a lifetime. They're signing you're basically signing your soul to them. And so if a major label came, I can't lie, I'ma sign, like, hopefully it be CMG after this.
Hey man, you done heard it, man.
No fool.
So what else are you working on right now?
I'm working on a visual album after the Queen of Kings. I want to work on a visual album, do a 5-song EP where I drop all 5 songs only visually. So if you want to hear these 5 songs, they're gonna probably be the hottest songs, like, but you're gonna have to go see what they're about. I'm gonna actually put a picture to it. And I ain't even gonna call that like a EP because it won't have a name. I'm gonna just drop 5 unknown songs. They all gonna coordinate with each other though, out of nowhere, videos. That's
hard. Any last words and shout outs?
Before I go, you know I gotta shout everybody out back home. So of course I gotta shout my city out, Portsmouth for to be the starters. I gotta shout my sisters out, you know, cause that's all I got for real, we all we got, that's 100, Kiki, Juicy, love you. And then, you know, gotta shout my old lady out, the whole gang, you know, all her friends and shit, you know. Shout out my nigga CEO, he back home doing his thing too. Shout out my motherfucking, all right, look, before I go, I gotta shout out my sisters. Shout out all the niggas back home doing their thing, 757. Shout out Big Rio, they know how we coming 2 times tomorrow with Ken, you know how we coming, you know, big label, big everything going on. It's no play shit. Shout out my nigga Ro, he was up here too, 103. Of course, it's shout out my old lady when I get home, baby, we gonna spend a bag together, you know how I get down, you know. I'm gonna gift you because I'm balling like that. And shout out all my haters too, because I know they hating on me, and free the thug until they free the thug, you know how I'm coming. Quincy, Rich Gravy, whole gang and shit.
You good.
I keep titles to my foreigns and my bitch's name. I'll give her everything, I'll never buy that bitch a ring. Take you out to Pablo, teach you how to run the game.